replica is on the hit list of every serious armoured vehicle enthusiast due to the variety of rare and unique vehicles on display. We'll come here to look at a few of them, and we'll be starting with the Object 704. The Object 704 was originally built as a conversion off an old IS-3 chassis. The vehicle was designed to be the ultimate of the ISU 152 series, with an emphasis on protection. Compared to its predecessor, you'll see it's a little bit lower and a little bit wider, and the front is dominated by the very large front slope. As is normal in our process, we're going to have a look at the exterior features of the vehicle first, and then we're going to have a look inside and see what the inside looks like. Being a fairly simple assault gun, the exterior is actually fairly sparse. This isn't going to take us very long. On the front left, you're going to see the service light for driving. Above it to the right is a small marker light for tactical movement, and the round black yoke to the bottom left is a horn. The mantlet, you'll note, has a very large hole cut in it. This is for the optic to be able to see out. It's arguably a weak point, but it's not that big compared to the size of the vehicle. Because the front of the vehicle is so smooth, the designers were nice enough to install a handle to help it climb up. The running gear is pretty much pure IS-3. 6 pairs of wheels per side, torsion bar suspension, 3 sets of support rollers per side. The tracks, the typical wide single pin, designed to give you great flotation over soft terrain, of which there is much in the area. The wheels are on a torsion bar suspension system. It's typical for torsion bars. You'll find that they're a little bit offset. The ones on the right are a bit further forward than the ones on the left. And you'll see this if you look horizontally through. To adjust the track tension, idler wheel as per normal. There is a simple screw hex nut here. You basically get the biggest wrench you ever saw, plug it in and leverage up or down, and that'll send your idler wheel forwards and backwards, tensioning or loosening the tension applicably. The tracks, single pin. There are about 4 different types that I've counted of track link on this vehicle. Some are short, some are long. Some have holes in them that you can attach extra grousers for slippery conditions. Some appear to be solid, some are cast. No rhyme or reason. The excuse I was given was this is just a prototype vehicle and to use whatever they happen to have to hand. There certainly is enough clearance on the back end between the hull and the link for the extended grousers on both sides, so apparently no issues there. The pins are held in place by way of a simple washer and clip. Nothing fancy here at all, but it works. And the last thing I'll mention while I'm down here is that this is just thin sheet metal. As per the IS-3, the main armor plate is very heavily sloped inboard, and it meshes in where the vertical lower hull side is. Nothing too amazing about the sprocket wheel. The only thing to note in here is the scraper to get all the mud off. Moving to the upper hull. As you can see, firstly, the vehicle is not substantially taller than I am. Very helpfully, they put the number 704 on the side, just in case you didn't realize you were actually looking at the only 704 in existence. External fuel tanks, as always, not directly attached to the fuel system. The fuel has to be siphoned or pumped from the tank into the fuel compartment. And you'll note it's, of course, easily jettisonable. The idea was not to go wearing these things in combat. Just behind it, one of your 2 exhaust pipes is similar on the opposite side. Now, I'm going to move a little bit more to the back. The rear of the vehicle gives us no great surprises. There are marker lights up at the top corners, the 2 access ports for the transmission. To open them, you have to actually unbolt the things and then swing them down. It's a bit inconvenient, we can't do that right now. Underneath the rear hull, you got the 2 tow hooks and the mounting points for spare track links. Well, that's it for the hull. Now it's time to climb up and have a look at the deck and roof. That was easy enough. The engine deck is frankly wholly uninteresting. The only items to note up here are the 2 fuel filler ports, 1 on each side. There's a single port for the oil, and in the center there's the coolant. Beyond that, everything in here is bolted down and very heavy, and I kind of wonder how you're supposed to perform any sort of reasonable maintenance without taking it to a depot, or at least something with a crane. The only thing you can lift up really is the central engine compartment cover, and believe me, this thing is not light. Moving further forward, this is the loader's 12.7mm machine gun, the famous Dushka, which I have to say is very, very evenly balanced on the equilibrator here. It takes almost no effort at all to elevate. To aim it, he's got a simple blade sight, or under here you could also find an optical. It is located on a ring mount, which goes quite literally, it swivels around the ring. It's not a skate mount. That ring mount itself is pivoted that it can swing on top of the loader's hatch. When the hatch is open, the 12.7 can then spin on the pintle, and by the combination of the 1, 2, 3 axis, he has a pretty good field of fire from most anywhere. Moving up onto the superstructure roof, you'll see that the designers were very nice of them. They've given everybody a hatch of their own. So starting at the bottom left, we've got the loader, the driver, the gunner, commander, front right, and the assistant loader behind me to the right there. Most of the crew hatches also have a periscope, which is rotatable.